What up, guys? Welcome to a DC and RC special with the champion of the world, Islam Makhachev. Islam's in Abu Dhabi right now. Obviously, there is a ton of news coming down that Islam's fight has changed. Champ, how you doing, my brother?
I'm very well.
Very well, okay.
New opponent, same goal.
Yeah. So I saw your Instagram, and the first thing you put is thank you for taking the fight, but do not use this as an excuse as to why you're going to lose.
Oh.
Why did you feel like that was the first thing you need to put out there for Alexander Volkanovski?
Because I think this is a first thing what people say, what Alex say after the fight. That's why.
You think that he'll...
It must be tough for Volk because he's been called into this with like a week and a half notice or 2 weeks notice. He probably wasn't in training like that. He's not training for a championship fight all of a sudden. He's probably, doing maintenance training, nothing major. Then you got a phone call from Dana White saying, we need you to save the day because Charles has backed out.
But for Volk to accept it, he must be ready to some extent, right? Because otherwise he wouldn't have accepted it.
But that's why Islam's saying, I hope you don't use this as an excuse saying, oh, I only had 11 days. Because their fight was really big last time.
Yeah.
And I feel like if they had a proper rematch where they had proper camps for it, that would have been a mad rematch. But now that Islam's been training hard and he's coming in with an 11-day notice, but like you said, hopefully he accepted it on the basis that he knows he's somewhat ready. But at the same time, Islam's been training to fight Charles, which is a completely different fight style to Volk. So that's a disadvantage in his end that he's not been trying to train for Volk. He's been training for the next guy for the last however long.
And he's previously fought Volks as well. And his face got battered.
Yeah, he knows what it's about.
Yeah.
He'll say that he'll say that it's because he took the fight on short notice. That doesn't seem to be his way. That doesn't seem to be the way that Alexander Volkanovski thinks. This guy beats everyone.
Everyone, but this guy.
This guy, number one.
So, champ.
Man, I respect him because he took this fight, but, man, I think UFC call him. You hear me? Stop your trail. See, stop your trail. But I think the UFC call him and say, hey, we give you good money, man. Jump to the fight. And that's it.
So you think, but I mean, this is a guy that's constantly in shape and he doesn't really turn down fights. Islam, can I ask you this though? Now that you're fighting Volkanovski again for the second time, the first time, it felt like you might have kind of overlooked him a little bit and were surprised at how good he did in the fight. Are you going to be a little more measured in the way that you approach him this time because you know how tough he is?
Yeah, brother. This guy really tough. If you want to stop him, you have to choke him or knock him out. This guy gonna fight 5 rounds.
Yeah.
I cannot say this about Oliveira because if you make him feel a little bit, he always give up. But these guys, he's gonna fight 5 rounds.
Which he's proven in their last fight. He did not go down easy. And he's a lot smaller than Islam because he's a weight division under him. Even though Islam dropped weight to fight him, like you could see the difference in height and stuff. But he packs a punch. He could take a hit. Like he's a proper brawler, man. You
know what I like about Islam? Like, even though he beat Volk in the first match, he's accepted that this guy is hard to fight. This isn't going to be an easy ride. So he's fully aware that, okay, I need to step up my game.
It's because he got a run for his money last time. Yeah. He realized, I think like DC said, he overlooked him a little bit, saying he might be hard, but he's not going to be that hard. But I think he was very surprised with what he came against that day. A bit of a wake-up call as well.
And I think in the first fight, I interviewed you guys together, and you kind of spoke about finishing him, and he was too small guy. You kept calling him small guy, right? But in the octagon, he wasn't that small. And it seemed like you went at him really with the intent of finishing him. He hasn't had a training camp for this. Will that still be the approach? Do you feel like now, since he fought you so close last time, and for the record, I thought you won that fight. It was a decision your way all the way to me. People say I'm biased, but do you feel like you need to finish Volkanovski this time, or just beating him will be enough?
Brother, of course, I will try to finish him. After last fight, we have many questions, but I will give all answers in Abu Dhabi.
Abu
Do you
Dhabi.
think that the idea that the fight was so close last time was because of the way it ended? Because he was on top of you
when
at the
fight
end?
is close, they say split decision, but this fight not close, brother. This unanimous decision. I beat him minimum 3 rounds.
I thought you won 3 rounds. I completely agree with you that you won 3 rounds, and he
But
won 2 rounds.
he looked good last minute. That's why, brother. People talking.
And because you won in the way that you won, it's hard for them to see you on your back like that, getting
But
beat.
this time,
So
I have to stop him, finish him, and people is gonna understand, you know.
I feel like Islam feels like he's got a point to prove. Like he feels like, last he won, but he didn't win the way he wanted to win, and it wasn't convincing enough for the audience to not chat shit after. I feel like he's talking like he really wants to take this guy out now.
Yeah, that's why he said he wants to finish him, not just beat him.
Not just
He
beat
wants to prove that I can beat this guy.
Yeah. On a different level.
were you disappointed? Were you disappointed when you heard the news that Charles Oliveira was out? And how quickly did you accept whoever they were going to give you in terms of a replacement?
Honestly, I'm not surprised when Ali told me Oliveira pull out because he don't want this fight. He don't want this fight because before the announce, he say I'm not gonna fight in Abu Dhabi. But I think UFC call him and say, hey, you have to change. You have to choose Abu Dhabi or no title fight. That's why he take this fight. But he don't want this fight because he remember all what's happened last time, and he know my power, my skills. He don't have something for me.
So how quickly did you take this fight? Like, was that the first person they offered you? Was it always Alexander Volkanovski? There was no mention of Justin Gaethje or Dustin Poirier, any of the guys that are in your weight class?
Man, I just wake up and saw the message. Charles Oliveira pull out. Ali sent me. But it's 5 in the morning when I wake up for the morning prayer. I just give him answer, hey man, just find someone, doesn't matter who is gonna be. I'm ready, I'm in good shape, and that's it.
That's confidence, though.
He didn't do all that training for nothing.
He definitely had a good camp, you could tell.
Yeah.
He's confident in himself.
Yeah.
That's what Habib said on his post. Islam's the champion of the world. It doesn't matter who they put in there for him to fight. It's his responsibility to go out there and do what he's supposed to do and win. But
when you're one of the best in the world, you have to fight. Doesn't matter who is gonna be there.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna make 155, come.
Me?
Yes.
Me?
You can make.
If I made 155, I would whip you. I would drag you across the octagon by your shorts. I'd catch you by the bottom of your shorts and drag you across the octagon.
When you 200, brother, I always smash you. When you 200.
Smash.
When I'm 200 pounds, I beat you. I don't know how many times we have to do this, that I've beaten you every time we wrestle. You and you also weigh 200. I mean, it's not like you don't weigh 200. You weigh the same. Whatever. You're weighing the same.
In my life, what I have.
I love their relationship.
Yeah.
The whole camp, they've got such a brotherhood
and
vibe going on over there.
And I like when Islam calls out DC. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Like, you come.
183, 184.
BS. What's the difference in the approach, champ? Like, what do you change this week as you now shift from fighting a guy that you submitted in the second round to fighting a guy that went 5 rounds with you and had the upper hand as the fight ended last time?
Well, I'm not changed something because I don't have time to change something. I just in shape, and I'm a best fighter in the world. I'm 155 champion. That's why you have to show people who is the best, and doesn't matter who is come, you know.
Is your approach?
That's true. Like, he's only got 11 days. He can't start making changes in the way he's thinking and the way he wants to fight because if he changes things to like he's not trained in that way for that, you know what I mean? So it's difficult. It's probably
Even
a good
if he
idea.
made slight adjustments.
I'd say
Because
probably
Charles, from what they're saying,
they're
I've
very
never seen them
opposite.
fight properly.
They're very
but
opposite.
Yeah.
I'm
Charles
sure,
Oliveira, he can easily take him down, but Volk.
I think he'll make slight adjustments naturally, just
Yeah.
because the way he's fighting, he has to fight differently. But
Yeah.
well, he's not gonna take it to camp like that, I don't think. And hopefully, like it's enough to for him to win.
It's like watching him fight against Yair Rodriguez. Do you go back and watch that fight and say, well, I probably should approach him in this way?
Bro, I didn't fight. I didn't watch the fight again because I'm not Yair. My name is
Yeah.
Islam. And
Yeah.
I'm the different fighter, brother.
Yeah, you absolutely are, champ. And like
I
you
will
said,
come to Abu Dhabi.
hey, bro, like you said, when you're the best in the world, you show it every single time, just like the American national wrestling team did at the World Championships. You saw it. I know you saw what we did to y'all this time. You saw what we did to y'all.
What did they do?
Just one thing.
Guessing
I'm
they
not
beat
gonna
him.
say many things. Just one thing, brother. Please watch the all champions and put just Dagestan, not like just Dagestan wrestling. They beat brother, USA, Iranian, everybody. Just Dagestan. They complete like from Bahrain, some other country, but brother.
Hey, listen. Hey,
Can you imagine this, brother? Can you imagine
I
this?
see. Brother, I see a guy from Bahrain. The guy's from Bahrain, not Dagestan. He's Bahrain champion.
From Dagestan mountain.
The mountain,
65,
brother.
61.
Where they wrestle
Brother,
bears.
everybody, brother. It's crazy.
Crazy world. Bro, I would not miss it for the world. I will be in Abu Dhabi. I cannot wait to see you. I cannot wait to talk to my brother. And I cannot wait to watch you compete against one of the best fighters in the world. I know that this will be a fantastic fight. And honestly, I think that the pay-per-view gets even bigger because there's a lot of interest in you versus Alexander Volkanovski.
Facts.
So I cannot wait to watch it.
I will
Champ,
make
get
good
some
money,
rest.
you see.
You make good money?
I will make, you say about
Yeah.
pay-per-view.
Now you get some pay-per-view because
If
everybody
you're
thinks
not coming, brother, if you're not coming, please buy pay-per-view, okay? You always watch from some other
last
links,
time
you
I
know?
watched it,
He's
I watched
baiting him
Stream
out.
Manual on pay-per-view, but I get free pay-per-view.
He's getting baited out on his own interview.
Reviews, champ. They give me the pay-per-view free. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Brother.
You got enough money, though. I don't need to line your pockets. I'll be in Abu Dhabi, though. I'll be in Abu Dhabi.
See you, man.
All right,
See ya.
champ. Get some rest. Talk to you soon.